Assalamu guys, Ifan back again with another video, and in today's video we would be discussing the ceiling function in Microsoft Excel. So let's get started. So basically let's just look at let's first discuss or talk about the definition of the ceiling function. What it does is it returns a number rounded up away from 0 to the nearest multiple of the significance. Okay, so what does that mean in English? Okay, um, say for example, excuse me, you have a number like 4.45. Now this is the price of an item that you have in your store, but you have your prices in such a way that there are multiple, the minimum that you can charge for something is a nickel. You don't take pennies. So if the price turns out to be 4.42, so that would be $4 and 4 dimes and 2 pennies. So you cannot take 2 pennies, so you have to round it up, the 2 pennies up to a nickel at least. So that would be, if you round it up to a value 4.45. Okay, so whenever you have, this is one of the situations where you would use the ceiling function. Okay, so let's see how we would be using the ceiling function. Now, one thing to remember is now the number or the significance, if either of them is non-numeric, then you get the hashtag value error. Okay, if the number is negative and the significance is negative, the number is rounded down away from 0. If the number is negative and the significance is positive, the number is rounded up towards 0. Okay, and if the number is positive and the significance is positive, the number is rounded up to the next multiple of the significance. Okay, so let's assume in this column we have number, significance, oops, sorry, and ceiling. Okay, so let's put the formula here is equal to ceiling. The num is asking for a number, so that would be this cell here, comma, significance, that would be this cell here, in close bracket, enter. Right now it's giving a 0 because this is an empty cell is basically a 0, and then just drag and copy this formula down. Now, if this was, like I said, if this was any of them was non-numeric, that would give you a value error. Okay, so let's assume the number was a, and so it gives you a hashtag value error. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind, that you have to make sure that the number and the significance are both numeric. Okay, now supposing that you have a number that's 2.5, okay, and the significance is 1. So what that means is you have, since both are positive, okay, so this number would get rounded up to the nearest multiple of this number here. So when you're rounding this up, the first multiple of the significance that you get is a 3, okay, because 3 is a multiple of 1. So let's hit enter and see if we get a 3 over here, and yes, we do. All right, now let's see what would happen if the number was a negative and the significance was a negative number. Okay, so we said that if the number is negative and the significance is negative, the number is going to get rounded down away from 0. Okay, when you say rounded down, so as it becomes more negative, it's rounding down. Okay, as something is becoming positive, is being rounded up. So, but it still needs to be a multiple. So this, the 2.5, a negative 2.5, what number would we move down this down to? So it's a multiple of this negative 2 here. That would be in negative 4. So let's see if we get that value here. Yes, we do. Okay, so you see how we did that? we are going to round this down away from 0. Okay, so make it even more negative. So, but it needs to remain a multiple of -2. So that would be a -4. Now let's switch things around a bit and let's say the number is a -2.5, but the significance is a +2. Okay, what happens then? Now, if the number is negative, the significance is positive, the number would get rounded up, okay, to the nearest multiple of the significance. So when we round up a -2.5 to the nearest multiple of 2, we should get a -2. Okay, so let's see if we get a -2 here. Yes, we do. Okay, now let's see, let's make both of them positive, okay? So 1.5 is your number and zero point 0.1 is the significance. Now what's going to happen? Let's see. Since both are positive, it should get rounded up, okay, to the nearest significance, multiple of the significance. But this is already a multiple of the significance, so no rounding up is needed. So the answer would be 1.5. Okay. Now let's do a tricky one. 0.234. Okay. That's your number and the significance is 0.01. Now we have to round this up. This whole 0.234, we have to round it up to a point where it becomes a multiple of 0.101. So what we'll do is 4 would get rounded up here, and so it would be 0.24. Now 0.24 is a multiple of 0.01 because basically it says 24 times 0.01. So we should get a 0.24 here. There you go. Okay, and the case that we just did of you selling something for 4.42 dollars, but you can only charge in nickels and dimes and dollars. So what you have to do is you will say my significance is to the nearest 5 to 0.05, I'm sorry, to the nearest nickel. And what that would do is this will look at the number here is 42, it will round up. It will round up and will go to 43, still not a multiple of 0.05, 4.44, not a multiple, but 0.5 is a multiple. Okay, 0.45 is a multiple. So the answer would be 0.45. So basically, instead of charging $4, 4 dimes, and 2 pennies, you're charging $4, 4 dimes, and a nickel. Okay, because you can't take pennies, and so you got 4.45. So that's basically how you use the ceiling function. And like I said in this example here, when you want the number to when you want to have some certain restrictions on the number, like for example in this case you had a store that you wanted a price tag of 4.42, but you cannot take pennies. You just have this policy that you don't take pennies, you only take nickels, dimes, and dollars. So you have to round this up because you don't want to lose money and round this down. So the significance is the smallest number, the smallest coin that you or currency that you can use is a nickel. So the significance would be a nickel, 0.05. And when you take this number 4.42, it rounds it up to 4.45. So it becomes a multiple of the nickels. Okay, so that's essentially how you use the ceiling function. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please kindly give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy watching videos like this, please subscribe and also hit that bell icon so you can always get updates from YouTube when new videos are uploaded. And if you have any comments on this video itself, please just mention in this comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.